Hey, how's everybody doing? Uh, I hope you're doing good, real good. Today is Saturday, July 30th. I'm saying that because I've kind of fallen behind on posting the videos I've been doing. I'm hoping tomorrow, which is Sunday, I'm going to get up early and go do a little bit of work for one of the owners of the company I work for. I do the landscaping at his house too, and he pays me a decent rate for coming to his house and doing it. So I'm going to go take care of a few things there, but then the rest of the day tomorrow I'm going to plan on not only working around my house a little bit, but getting caught up and getting some of these videos posted. So if you're watching this, you actually should be watching this on Sunday, and I should have be caught up on the videos. If not, well, I don't know. Something happened. But hey, you're watching this when you're watching this. But the day I'm filming it, it's July 30th. This is kind of not just an unboxing video. This is kind of a few things wrapped up all in one because I'm behind on videos. I figured I'd just kind of put things all together because they're all kind of related a little bit. So let's just get right to it. I went somewhere today. I'm not going to say where I went yet, but I went somewhere today, and I just recently got back a little bit ago, and I had to go buy some frames. And of course, I went to Walmart, and I had an idea. There was a certain movie that just came out that I wanted to go get, and as it happens, I'm kind of a movie geek. Anybody that's been over here and seen it knows that I love movies. Some people collect stamps. Hey, I collect fucking movies. That's how it is. I got movies that are still in the plastic I haven't watched yet. But of course, I found a couple of movies that I wanted besides the one I actually went to get. So, first one I got is this one. Must be fairly new. It just came out. It's called Me and My Mates versus the Zombie Apocalypse. And this is like a lot like Shaun of the Dead and some of the other. Like Cockneys versus Zombies, some of the more comic horror blend zombie movies. At first I looked at one called Clash of the Dead that had to do with like World War One. People go to investigate stuff at this battleground from World War One and end up stirring up the undead soldiers. And then I saw this one and I thought, what? I get a kick out of these zombie ones that have kind of like the comic flair to them. So, stupid ass dog. Always barking at nothing. Absolutely nothing. He's a moron. Anyway, so I got this one instead. It was only like $10. So, future video I'll let you know how it was. I love my zombie movies. I love them. And the second one I got is actually a 2-bundle set that comes with Zombie World, which I believe I've seen, but I just looked a minute ago, and I don't actually think I ever bought it on DVD. I'm almost positive I've watched it, but don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I have a lot of zombie movies. Hey! Would you shut up out there? Put a muzzle on you. Goober. Sit down, be quiet. Anyway, and then the other one is Monsterland, and I got this. Well, one because I just wanted to see it, but two because in my most recent, or not my most recent box of Dread, but I believe the one before that, so it would have been the one for June. Monsterland was featured, and I actually got like the little movie poster that looks just like this cover, and then I got a popcorn box. That I'm still, instead of framing them, I'm actually going to build like a little plexiglass thing to put it in, but it's a, like a cardboard popcorn box like you would get at the movie theater, but it's signed on both sides by the full cast of this movie, which I thought was really cool. I think it has a total of like 13 signatures on it, which is pretty cool. So I wanted to get the movie and see how good it was. So now the movie I actually went to get, and I'm so psyched because I've heard some people they weren't real pleased with it. A lot of people thought it was great. I personally think I'm going to enjoy it a lot just because of the subject matter. But of course, it's the Batman versus Superman. And I'm psyched because when I went online and looked for it, I mean, I found the Blu-ray and I found the Blu-ray DVD box set and the Ultimate Edition, which has a lot of the bonus stuff and everything that the regular one doesn't have. But I didn't see any 3D version. I thought I could have swore they brought that movie out in 3D. And even though I couldn't find it online, Walmart right there. Blu-ray 3D Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition. So that's probably what I'm going to be watching later tonight, or maybe not. I might wait. I might hold off. I know my daughter's been wanting to see this, so maybe actually maybe if I got enough time, maybe she'll want to come over maybe tomorrow. And which would be, again, I'm filming this on Saturday, so it'd be Sunday when I get done with stuff. Maybe I'll go pick her up and she can come over and we'll watch that in 3D. Okay, so that's it. That's my excursion, other than the frames I bought and some dog food, which is really kind of boring. That was my Walmart excursion. Now, the place that I went today with my daughter was, I went to the Wizard World Comic-Con in Columbus. Amazing Comic-Con. I was really pleased with it. Originally, I wasn't real sure whether I was really going to be going and actually going into the Comic-Con. My daughter was wanting to go see Ian Somerhalder, who everybody knows plays Damon. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Damon, off of Vampire Diaries. And she'd asked me if I would go, and I said, why? I don't know how much money I'll have. I don't want to go if I don't have money to go in and at least meet a couple people or buy a few things while I'm there. Kind of defeats the whole purpose of going to a Comic-Con. But it's my daughter. So I thought, if nothing else, I'll drive you there. I'll find something to do while you're in the Comic-Con, meeting him and so forth. And then I'll come back and get you. It's my daughter. What am I going to do? I got to. You got to spoil your kids. But then, as it turned out, I had some extra money, so I was able to get the Saturday ticket. And I was really looking forward because originally Jewel Staite, who any science fiction fans would know who that is. For those of you that don't know, she played, I can't remember the character's name, forgive me, but she played basically the mechanic in the Firefly TV series and the Serenity movie. I think she's great. I mean, just if she is anything like how that character came across in the TV series, there's no question I would love her as a person and her personality, on top of the fact that she's just fucking gorgeous. Oh, she's gorgeous. But, of course, she wasn't there because she had to cancel due to scheduling conflicts. And don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that she just got signed to become at least a few episodes, if not a regular cast member, and I'm pretty sure it was on DC's Legends of Tomorrow. It could have been. I'm pretty sure it was a superhero series, and I'm almost positive that's the one it was. But if I'm wrong on that, I apologize. But regardless, I'm sure that's why she had to cancel coming to the Wizard World Comic Con, is because she was getting ready to start filming for the series she got signed to. A little bummed about that, but I still went, still had a good time, still met a couple people, and that's what I'll show you a few of the things I picked up while I was there. First off, anybody that knows zombie movies has got to know the name John Russo. If you don't, what the hell is wrong with you? He was the original writer of the Night of the Living Dead screenplay. In particular, when he wrote it, there was actually 2 parts. It was like a 2-part story, and of course, and that's what Night of the Living Dead is based upon. And I've actually got, if you go through, I don't know whether there's any still available, but if you go through Cemetery Dance Publications, you can get a actual signed copy of his book that has both parts of it to it. But he was there because he's a very accomplished artist too. So I got this. My Uncle John is a Zombie, and you can't really. Well, I guess you can see it right there in silver, and it's signed by him. This is a print detailing the most recent movie he did, which kind of uses the same. It uses the same character. That he played, because he was only in Night of the Living Dead, the original black and white movie, in the first couple scenes, for just a little bit, and he was like basically the first zombie you see. I forget exactly what they might say it on here. Maybe they don't. I was thinking they did on here somewhere. No. They actually had a name for the zombie, that he played in the movie, but I forget where I read it at. But anyhow, I got that print, and then as a special deal, when I bought the print, I also got this, which is a copy of the screenplay for the movie, and he of course signed it too. So I got both of those. I got the screenplay and that print, both signed for $20. $20. Okay, and then after that, I go over, and I haven't kept up with really comics like I did. I used to collect quite a bit. I haven't really kept up with them, so a lot of the artists, I might recognize their name, but I don't really know them. So there weren't too many artists there that I was going to go and get stuff from. But the one that I did recognize, and anybody that recognizes this character, okay, and you can't really see it, but right down here in that corner, he signed it. And of course, that is James O'Barr, who is the creator of The Crow. I love the movie. I like the few comics that I have, I think I have a graphic novel too of The Crow, and it's great. It's great. So I got that. I got all those. So I got frames to put that stuff in. The actual celebrities that I met while I was there. This one is one of the guys from my favorite science fiction series. Top of the list. This one's first, and then behind that would be Firefly, and then probably like the original Twilight Zone, and then maybe like Stargate SG-1. And what's great is this guy was not only in my top sci-fi series, but he was also in Stargate SG-1. And of course, I'm talking about Mitch Pileggi, otherwise known as Agent Skinner or Director Skinner, or depending on Special Agent Skinner. He's had a couple of different. They called him a couple different things throughout the series, but he was really cool. He was a really cool guy. I talked to him just for a minute, and of course, I went and got his, met him and got his autograph while my daughter was in line to meet Ian Somerhalder. And of course, I told him, I said, well, yeah, I'm here with my daughter, and you'll probably see me again because she wants to meet you too, so we'll be back over so she can get your autograph. And of course, we went back over. And, great guy. And then anybody that knows sci-fi and it's been around for a few years, which I have, you got to remember the old Flash Gordon movie. It was rather campy, but I got to thinking about it after being at the Comic-Con, and that's one I think I'm going to go on and see if they have like a special edition of it or something that's got like behind the scenes stuff and everything. Because I can't believe I don't have that movie. So I'm gonna have to go out and buy it. But of course, I met, and what's crazy is this guy too played a character in at least a handful of episodes in. Or it might have just been one episode. I'm thinking it was more than one though. But he was also in Stargate, SG-1. And of course I'm talking about Flash Gordon himself, Sam Jones, And he that was this over here. That is I think it's Aris Block or Bach, Aris Bach or something. That was the actual character name that the picture is of. He was really cool, and for those of you that know me or know my Facebook page, and the friends that are watching this, you can actually see I posted a picture actually with me and Mitch, and then me and Sam. And Sam's a big guy. Let me tell you. I mean, I'm like 5'9", 5'10", and he was like, yeah, he's up there. I mean, he's got to be close to, I'm going to say anywhere from 8 inches, 10 inches taller than me. I mean, he looks freaking huge. And I mean, he's still a pretty beefy guy too. But again, he was great. It's maybe if you ever get a chance to go to like a Comic-Con or like the Horror Hound convention or something like that. I mean, yeah, you got to have some money, because a lot of these celebrities are taking time out of work, because most of them are still actively doing stuff, either TV series or movies or whatever, and they arrange it to where they can have just a little bit of free time to come to these things to greet their fans. And it's not just them, but also their promoters and their agents that expect to get something out of it. And the 8x10s, they're top quality 8x10 photos, or sometimes they'll have like 11x17 or 11x14 photos or prints. And I mean, those things aren't free. It's not like they don't cost anything to print those off. They're they're top quality. So I mean, and you might pay anywhere from, depending, sometimes if you go to like a Cinema Wasteland con, sometimes you might only have to pay like $10 for some of the older actors that are there that aren't so much doing a lot of stuff, but they're from the cult classic movies and stuff. To some of them, you can pay upwards of $50-$60 if they're big high profile celebrities. All depends on what you're willing to pay, whether you think it's worth it. Most of the time, I mean, the most I think I paid is like $50 for a couple, and it was worth it. I mean, because you get a chance to actually meet them, actually get to talk to them, and you're not rushed. I mean, I have yet to be at a con where I really felt like they were just rushing me to get it signed and get out of the way. I mean, normally I do, because I don't want to hold up for the people behind me. But celebrities, it's amazing how down to earth most of them are. They're just like anybody else. I mean, you can sit and talk to them about the stuff they've done, or you can sit there and just talk to them about life in general. And they do stuff just like anybody else. They got families, they got kids. They take them to school, and it's amazing to meet some of these people. But anyway, that's it. And the last thing that I bought while I was there, and I think this place might actually, I'm going to have to look into it, they might actually have where you can actually go online and buy these. Anybody recognize that? Yeah, that is, unless I'm mistaken, that is like the block out of the Super Mario Brothers video game. Alright, the one that you bonk your head on to get coins. Yeah. This is a mystery box. I have to be honest, I already know what's in it. In fact, it's missing one item, because the one item wasn't something I've really got. I mean, I've seen a few episodes of the series, and I liked it, especially the first series. It had Billy Piper in it, and of course I'm talking about Doctor Who. But I haven't really kept up with it, so I'm not a real big collector of Doctor Who. But one of my daughter's friends, actually the girl that she's one of her best friends that she's going to be rooming with this next year in college, is a big Doctor Who fan. So I said, you know what, take it. Give it to Michaela. Much love. So anyhow, we couldn't wait to see what was in this. So I opened it actually in the car before we left. But I'm going to open it again and show you. It was $35. And I think I definitely got my money's worth. The Doctor Who thing it had was just like a little rubber wristband. Nothing big. But her being a big Doctor Who fan, I'm sure she'll love it anyhow. But anyhow, this is what I got in my box. Alright, here I've got A Super Dad mug. What are the chances of that? This guy, I mean, I let the guy there kind of pick out, because they had just like hundreds of these boxes stacked up. And he opted, and he actually went out and picked one just at random out of the stack. And what are the chances it has the perfect mug for me? Because I really am a super dad. And I do drink coffee. So it's like perfect. And I mean, this is like this is a quality mug. I mean, it's like a ceramic mug, I believe. It's not. I mean, I'd actually opened it. I guess it could be plastic, but still, I mean, it looks pretty cool. So we've got a mug, and we got this build on brick coaster set, and this is done actually by the same. I think it's the same. Yeah, Geek Think is the same. The company that did that mug. Basically, this accepts Legos, so you can just, make coasters with Legos. You can build like a little fortress around your can of pop. So I mean, that's pretty neat. I'm not sure whether I'll actually keep this. I may actually take this in and give it to. I have a friend at work whose boyfriend is a big Lego nut. So that's probably what I'll do. I always say, give on to others once in a while. Next, I had this little thing. It's just like a little tin box. Of course, this looks like your standard like treasure chest from a lot of RPG games. In particular, it makes me think of like The Legend of Zelda. And then inside, if I can get it open again, it's got like the little jewel there. So that's pretty neat. I probably won't use it for anything, but I'll put it up on a shelf somewhere. And then I got keychain from Anchorman. It says "I love lamp." Not real sure. It's been so long since I've seen the movie. I would almost have to go back and watch and see what the significance of that is. I don't really do keychains again, so I'll probably just give it to somebody. So I'm actually going to set those two off to the side. So, give those to somebody. But the big thing that was in the box that I was very impressed with was a figure. And I don't know how well you can see it. There's kind of a bit of glare, but yeah. Right there we got Hardigan from Sin City. And of course that's Bruce Willis's character. I mean, I don't know how much these figures were, especially when they first came out. I'm assuming they were probably, I mean, look at the size of this. I would guess this was probably like, like a $14 or $15 figure retail. So like I said, I mean, overall, I was pretty impressed with what I got in the box. But anyway, this is what I wanted to look at in here too. Put this stuff back in here for now. Alright, okay, there we go. Gotta be smarter than box, Joe. Gotta be smarter than box. I'll probably actually keep this box too. That's just cool. They had a couple different ones too. I think they had one that had like hearts on it, or a heart icon on it. And I think that's more for like girls. Says these are not the toys you're looking for. Join our Mystery Box Facebook group. Mystery Box by Toynik.com official trade page. Toynk.com. Toynik.com. They're out of Addison, Illinois. 10% off anything on Toynik, and then it's got a code for it. So I'm gonna check it out. I don't know whether they offer those, but My daughter's already said that she was so impressed with it too. The next time we go to one and we see stuff like that, she wants to get one. Cause that's okay. So I knew everything that was in that box, and like I said, a little Doctor Who thing I already gave to my daughter to give to her friend when she sees her. But the big thing that's a mystery box for me right now here today. I know this video is getting kind of long, so I apologize if you're still watching. Thank you. I appreciate you kind of being a fan and just being curious, or maybe you're just bored out of your fucking mind. You say, "Hey, I got nothing better to do. I'll watch this idiot babble on." But this is the first box in my mystery series from Full Moon Entertainment. If you don't know Full Moon Entertainment, what the hell have you been doing? Call yourself a movie fan? You can't be a movie fan if you don't know the Puppet Master movies, if you don't know the Subspecies movies, if you don't know Doll Man or Trancers. Yeah. But anyway, this is the mystery box. And of course, it's inside. The mystery box itself is inside another box. The dog is going ape shit again. Alright. Hey! I'm getting tired of telling you to be quiet. What the hell are you barking at? Try to hurt me, dumbass. Quit eating the box. Alright, anyhow, here's the box. Kind of cool looking box. These were actually limited to 100 units. This is number 30 of 100, and I mean you can't really see it. It's kind of slow right there, but I'll probably hold on to this box too because that's actual Charles Band, who's like the main guy behind Full Moon Entertainment. That's his signature. He hand signed all of them. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea what's in these boxes. I paid $250 for the 6-month subscription, and each box is supposed to have at least $100 worth of merchandise in it. So, see if we can get it open. I'm not going to look at all. I'm just going to reach in and grab this. Feels like paper, packing paper. Make sure there's nothing in there. No. I'm accumulating a lot of boxes over here. Most of them are just garbage that I can get rid of. So I will do that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow too. Alright, okay, first I feel a DVD. And it's one I don't have, which is cool. Here we go, we've got a lot of glare. There we go. Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bowl-O-Rama. And that is on Blu-ray. So, I don't think I've ever seen that one either. Cool. Alright, next we got something that's like in packing material. Ooh, mysterious. It's a little white box, and it's wrapped again in bubble wrap. So, let's see what's in here. Oh, it looks like it might be like a shot glass maybe, which is really cool because I collect shot glasses. And my daughter does too, so. Yeah, this is a shot glass. And it's got the little skeleton Joker on it. Or skeleton, yeah, I mean, it would technically be a Joker from like a deck of cards. So, I'll keep that out. I'll just put that in I got a little organizer out my bar that's got all my shot glasses on it. Alright. Next, we've got something in a little black pouch. Man. It's really tight. Tight or what? What the hell is going on here? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see what it is. Oh, it looks like a Zippo. Yeah. Little Zippo with the same mascot on it. Probably needs fluid. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And I don't smoke or anything, so I'll hold on to it. Shall put that on my shot glass thing too. Alright. Next. Another DVD. I believe this is the newest one in this series. Evil Bong High Five. Let's see if it has a date on it. Yeah, 2016. So that's the newest one. And that's cool. Can't beat that. Alright, next. We've got Puppet Master 5. I actually already have this one because I bought the full box set of Puppet Master, so I'll set this over here. I'll be listing that and just getting rid of it. Oh, this one's pretty cool here. Yeah. Here we go. 3 DVD set, Voodoo Death, and it has Ragdoll, The Horrible Dr. Bones, and Ooga Booga in it. I'll have to check. I don't think I have any of those movies. If I do, then I can, I'll hold on to this 3-disc one and get rid of the ones that I have. Next. Oh, yeah, here's another one I'll be able to get rid of. Puppet Master 4. So I bought like the 7 or 8 discs box set. Alright, I think this is the last thing in here. There's Delirium magazine. I thought originally they said that the first, that your first box was supposed to have a signed script in it. Maybe I heard it wrong. Maybe it's not maybe you're guaranteed a signed script in a box, but it might not be the first box. This looks pretty good. It's got Barbara Crampton on it. So I'm gonna have to check that out. There's that magazine. But yeah, that's it for the first box in the mystery box from Full Moon. So we're about to look in to see it too, if I just read it wrong or what. But hey, that's it. I know this is a long video. It's like a half hour long, so I apologize. Hey, at least I wasn't rambling on and on about shit. But I thought it was easier this way than doing like a couple of different videos and then taking forever to upload them. So that's it. Again, like I said, if you get a chance, to go to a Comic-Con, I mean, it's worth it. If you like horror, sci-fi, anime, video games, I mean, most of your Comic-Cons have all that stuff because it's all kind of interrelated. The next big one I know of here in my area in Ohio is as far as Comic-Cons, is the Cincinnati Comic Expo, which is, I believe it's like next to the last weekend in September. I want to say like the 22nd, 23rd, somewhere in there. And then of course the next Horror Hound convention is coming up, but I can't remember for sure whether it's in Ohio or whether it's going to be in Indianapolis this time, because they rotate between Cincinnati, Columbus, and in Indianapolis with that, and they have two a year. I mean, if you get a chance, you got some extra money, I would say go to a Comic-Con. You're gonna have a blast. Even if you're not a big comic fan or anything, It's great, especially to see a lot of the people. I mean, a lot of people go and they dress up, and some of them go like all out. I mean, it's amazing some of the costumes they put together for these things. Just mind blowing. And, you know, and me being a single, I have to say, I mean, especially some of the cosplayers and these women. Oh, my goodness, don't leave much to the imagination, I tell you. But even if they did, hey, I got a really good imagination. Let me tell you. All right, that's it. Sorry it took so long. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Well, technically, I guess when you're watching this, probably the weekend's over. So until next weekend, try to shrug through the work week. I know it sucks. I mean, Monday always. We really need like 4-day weekends, like once a month. They should just add an extra day to each month so that we can have one 4-day weekend, everybody. Because most people consider Friday part of the weekend, even though you have to work. Alright, take it easy. See you later.